This is for anyone who's going through a breakup, but specifically men, because I am a man, so I relate more to men and to the experience that men are gonna go through. To anyone going through a breakup and you feel this pain, this massive pit in your chest, I'm here to tell you there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're supposed to feel that pain. Anybody tells you the opposite, they were never in a serious relationship, they were never vulnerable, they were never open. Bro, we're social beings. We get attached. I don't care if it's a monkey or a cat. You spend enough time with it, you will get attached. What is that movie with he was alone in an island and he got attached to a ball written Wilson on it? That he got attached to an object. That's how much we have attachment built into our DNA. If you feel pain, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Okay? Second thing, please don't be alone. Don't be alone because you're gonna get into this downward spiral in your mind, right? Gotta be with your friends. Hang out. Get back to who you are before getting to that relationship, because maybe not before, because hopefully you learn something in that relationship, but get back to what you enjoying company by yourself, which is hard when you used to be in a relationship and doing most of the things with another person. Get back to doing the activities you enjoy by yourself, because I don't want you to jump into dating right away, because you're just gonna feel empty. I'm telling you, I've been there. Now, unless it's your first relationship. It's your first relationship. We have this tendency to think that there's nobody that's gonna be the same. There's nobody that's gonna be like them. Your ex is an illusion. You only think about the good stuff. And bring me to my next point. There's no such thing as a soulmate. I mean, what kind of world would that be? My only one? What if it's in another country or continent? Well, sucks for you. Come on. In any breakup I've been through, the next person is always better, because now I know what I don't want. Most importantly. So that idea of soulmates, the only one or whatever, it's just not true. Okay, you gotta stop believing in that. And when things end, you just gotta look at it as, let's just say, ice cream. I don't know, it's gonna sound really weird, but you cannot eat a certain flavor of ice cream anymore, and that's absolutely fine. You're gonna find something even better. All you ate in your life is rice, and you suddenly find out about pizza later. You think that's the ultimate food, but not really. Yes, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have people attacking me in comments, but it's not the only great food. Well, that tastes good, I get, at least, right? So there's no such thing as a soulmate. You will find something better. And the only reason I say it, if it's your first relationship, you can go and jump into dating and partying. That's what I did, because you're stuck in that mindset. You have to go and find out better. But if it's your second relationship, you already know that you're gonna find something better. Or third relationship. So you don't have to jump into dating and trying to find somebody really quick, because you already know they're just gonna leave you empty, because you're trying to put a band-aid, or you're trying to have a quick fix, which doesn't work like that, right? You're gonna go into drinking and everything, which is the worst thing you can do. One of the most important points I want to talk about is no contact. Absolutely no contact. Why? You're never gonna heal. You're never gonna move on to the next best thing, right? You're always gonna be reminded of something. You keep them on your Instagram, on your social media. Every time you see something, it just pokes at you again. You just see something new again. The injury keeps opening up. It never closes, and you always stay in the same point, the same loop. You never move on. And I want you to be in that point. No contact. Even if it ended in a good note or in a friendly note or whatever you want to call it, you can even talk about, hey, this is my process, this is the way I deal with things. I'm not gonna talk to you. You're not gonna see me on social media or anything. That's just my way of hoping. That's all. If it ended badly, then you just cut contact. No contact. I'm gonna say it and say it again, because a lot of people just try to keep that contact. And the reason they want to keep this is just they want to have a reminder of that time, of that era. You have to convince yourself that is it. I'm moving on to the next thing. And by the way, this is the only way for her to come back, if she came back, if she actually move on. No contact, because they get into this loop of like, why is there contact? No contact. Okay? Let's talk about the timeline of a breakup. What she's gonna feel, what you're gonna feel. Now, as a guys, the dating for us is completely different than it is for a girl, even if it sucks. What's gonna happen for her is all she's gonna do is put herself in something tight, something sexy, and she's gonna go to the club. Somebody's gonna come and talk to her. I don't want you to feel bad about this. I don't want you to feel like, oh, it's easier for her and this and that. Don't worry about her options, because her vagina got options, not her. We all know what guys want. So it's not like she got the option. That got the option. So don't worry about that. She will have an easier time moving on. Obviously, all the girls around her are gonna be like, F him. They're gonna rise her with anger so she can move on easily. They're gonna go out, they're gonna get drunk. Maybe she's gonna sleep with a guy or two, whatever. It is what it is. It's a lot easier. You know what they say. Girls market themselves, but the men make the sale. And it's gonna be easier for her to move on. But after that, she didn't get better. She didn't get anything from it. Right? She just escaped it with a quick fix. It's gonna be at the same point. But for you, the rise is not gonna be that simple, right? You going out off a breakup. Girls don't care that you come out of a breakup. You're gonna go and try to talk to a girl. It's like, what? I'm joking. It's not gonna happen like that. You're gonna try to go and talk to a girl, and obviously you're not gonna get the same reception. You're not gonna get the same reception. You're gonna climb things slowly but surely. The good news about it is you will get better, because from a breakup you will have some certain anger, and anger is a fuel which is gonna get you to work out more. A lot of people start a business, they get jacked when they get out of a breakup because it's a good motivation. You will have a harder time getting back into the dating scene, because that's the timeline happen. You're gonna be depressed, you're gonna be going through apathy, you're gonna feel like almost like a victim, you're gonna feel sorry for yourself. That's just how it happens. It's levels of energy. You're gonna feel apathy, you're gonna feel depressed, and then you're gonna feel anger. And anger is what's gonna get you out of that depression. It's gonna get you out of that depression. That's when you can start maybe going out, start waking out more, start doing things more. F her, I'm gonna do this. Now, this is a good thing, by the way, to use that energy as a fuel. But I don't want you to do things because of her. As in, like, I'm gonna get jacked, I'm gonna build so I can impress her, so I can show her. It's like, that's the worst thing you can do, because if you completely move on, you're always gonna be having that pit in your chest. You're doing it for her, not for you. Now, you can use it temporarily as a fuel to get you out of that apathy, because anger is a higher energy than apathy. Right? You're gonna get through anger. And then finally, you're gonna start dating and finding somebody better. And that's when you're gonna feel certain joy. I feel 10 times better because now I found somebody even better. And after that, you're gonna have the level of energy of forgiveness, appreciation, where you got over the blaming and now it's her fault, it's my fault, or whatever. But now you start just reminiscing, like, you know what? It was still a great time. I had a good time with her. At the end of the day, I learned from it a lot. I know now what I don't want. I know whatever. I still have good experiences with her. Completely forgive her. Because let me tell you something. Love and hate are not opposite forces. If you're trying to date a girl and she's still mad at her ex, she's not over her ex, this is the same thing. It's just different energies. Hot and cold are the same thing. It's just different degrees of the same thing. When do you know when hot becomes cold or when cold becomes hot? It depends where you are. If you're in a freezing cold and you get back to regular temperature, it feels hot for you. If you're in a hot temperature, something that is remotely somewhat cold, it's going to feel cold for you. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And that's what you want to get to. You want to get to the point where you're indifferent. You don't care if she's actually dating somebody. That's why I talk about no contact, because until you get to the point of indifference, no contact. You can't be looking at her stuff. You can't be none of that stuff. You're just delaying your time to move on. Once you go through all this, you're gonna realize that breakup was the best thing that could happen, because you're gonna get to appreciation. But you're gonna go through hell. I'm telling you from now on. And I'm here to tell you that I understand. Everybody goes through it. Everybody. Unless they were not in a serious relationship, they were not vulnerable, everyone goes through this. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm here to tell you, you're absolutely gonna be fine. Because in a moment, you get focused in the same thinking. Right? So you think this is like forever. It's just temporarily. You're gonna get over that apathy, you're gonna get over that anger, and eventually you're gonna get to appreciation, forgiveness, and you're just gonna move on. That's when you're indifferent. You don't have any anger anymore, no hate anymore. You really moved on. Is when you completely don't care, right? Completely indifferent. That's where you want to get to. If you have any questions about anything, if you feel any type of way, just comment below. Hey, email me even, and I'll talk to you. Because I know what you're going through. You feel like you're alone. You're not alone. I'm here with you. You're gonna see a lot of people are here with you as well. They all feel the same type of feeling you have. It's just temporary, and it gets better. Especially for you as a man, it gets better because you're gonna improve to get over it. That's what happens anyways. You're not gonna get a quick fix. It's not gonna be as easy as it is for her. And the thing is, even when you're gonna move on, the opposite is gonna happen on her side most of the times, because she had a quick fix. She went drinking, she slept with some people, she's thinking like this and that, and then she's gonna realize, oh, she just got used, and then she's gonna feel empty. And then that's when most of the times they come back. At that point, it's your decision. And it's a completely different video for this, but okay. So like, share, subscribe. If this helped you in any way and you want to know about anything else, let me know in the comments. I'll make a video about it.